and way back then she was beating Paula Radcliffe. Hi, I'm Chris, welcome back to the channel, and I thought it was about time that I actually told you about my story. So, as you know, I'm called Chris, I'm 46 and I'm 6'1". So let's tell you about my running journey. It's not as straightforward as me just saying, you know, I started here, ended here, because I did give up for a long period of time, as you may or may not know. I started running when I was 10. My dad was a very good club runner, used to run for Verley, used to run half marathons in about 76, and growing up obviously looked up to him and, you know, always wanted to kind of follow in his footsteps. So I was entered into my first race at 10. It was called the QE2 Fun Run, and I ended up winning it. So, you know, as a child I thought to myself, you know, this is definitely for me. So I obviously continued, as you would, you know, through school, club. I also run for Verley, run for the county, etc. Also had a twin sister that ran as well, called Tracy. We used to win, you know, various races and was in the paper for, you know, headlines to do with twins. But she progressed a lot quicker than I did. I think when she was 11 to 13, I can't remember exactly, she was number 2 in England for 800 metres. I think she ran a 2:13. And way back then she was beating Paula Radcliffe. So, you know, I had some competition back then, and she used to beat me in some races when I was 11, I believe. So anyway, back to me. At school, would run for, you know, in the districts, become multiple district champion, but my main forte was cross country. You know, I kind of loved that, and that's where I thought I shined the most. Biggest achievement was becoming the school Southern Counties cross country champion. It's a bit of a mouthful, and I think I was around about 12 or 13. Continued running, let's say, for the club and the school up until I was about 17, and then I gave up for whatever reason. You know, work gets in the way, going out, you know, so I can't remember the exact reason, but, you know, and at the time my parents were disappointed, the club was disappointed, but, you know, it was what I wanted at the time. Biggest achievement kind of track wise was running an 800 in 1:59 and a 1500 in 4:07. So I gave up for 25 years, started again when I was 42, sitting on the sofa watching a European Championship or something like that, and then entered into a 10k, and I think that next day went out, bought myself some trainers and gear, and started running. Obviously I hadn't got a clue when I started. I went out like a gazelle, ended up blowing up after the first half a mile, just thinking, you know, in the back of my mind I thought it was going to be easy. No, it was a lot harder than I remembered. And so we kind of run for a year on my own before I joined the club, which was Woking AC. In that time it was running okay, you know, progressing quite quickly, but, you know, picking up a few niggles here and there. Got to about, I think, about 7-minute miling over 4 miles. Joined the club, but just kept on picking up niggles. So, you know, I went more than niggles, it was Achilles problems that would put me out 6 weeks at a time. And I'll go for, you know, 3-4 months training, injured again, 3-4 months. And it's only in the last probably year that I've sorted out the reason for my Achilles problems, which I put a link to the video up there, which you may have seen last week, and at the end of this video. So in the last year, I've pretty much been injury free. I knocked 2 minutes off my 5k time, so first time under sub 20 to sub 18. So what are my goals going forward? Well, my goal is to run for my country as a masters runner. I don't know if that's going to happen in the next few years, 5 years, 10 years, but it's something that I believe I'm capable of. You know, as I said before, I kind of regret giving up, or, you know, midlife crisis. I did believe that I gave up too soon. So, you know, if you are watching this and you do have talent and you get to about 17, 18 and thinking about giving up, don't, because you will regret it, and you always kind of look back and think, you know, what if? So this is my opportunity. As I say, I don't know how soon it's going to happen, but, you know, I believe that if I can stay injury free and progress in the way that I am, add some speed work when the track's finally open. You know, then I don't put any limitations on myself. So you know, I'm not looking to say to you I'm looking to run, you know, this time for 5k, this time for 10k, because I'm not going to put a limitation on it. I just believe that, you know, I want to be the best that I can, and you know, with the support of my family and you guys, that, you know, I can do that. So that's enough about me. So let's talk about the channel. At the moment I'm putting out 3 videos a week. So on a Wednesday it'll be a video like I'm doing now, or it could be a Q&A, and then on a Saturday I'm doing the hashtag pay it forward, and then on the Sunday I'm doing my kind of weekly training vlog. So please let me know which of those you like, which you don't like, and what type of videos would you like to see. Would you like to know more about myself? Would you like to know more about my training? You know, just tell me what you would like, because then I can kind of, you know, implement that in the channel. I know obviously these different things, you know, different people like, you know, the different segments. Do you like the Q&A style videos? Do you like the weekly training vlogs? Because it's really weird, because, you know, from my point of view, when I did the kind of weekly training vlogs, I thought to myself, you know, no one's going to find it interesting, and was thinking about dropping it. But then I got quite a few comments from people saying, you know, they really like it because, you know, it shows, you know, the kind of work that I'm kind of doing each week, you know, and I'm honest about my feelings, and it's easy for someone else, you know, just to kind of follow on, because it's kind of, you know, a little bit of a step up from just Strava, where you know, see the workouts, and, you know, because you don't know what the weather's like, you don't know how they're feeling. So if you could just give me that feedback, that'd be appreciated. And do you like the, you know, the hashtag pay it forward? Do you like those videos? Do you like that I'm kind of trying to create a bigger community? Because I believe that, you know, YouTube's, you know, a massive place. You know, people might say, you know, they're my competition, but I just believe that there's channels for everyone. So if we could all help out each other, you know, by commenting, liking, sharing, you know, it just creates a better environment for everyone, and we each get more, you know, more content, because it does take a lot of work to, you know, put these videos together, and it does take a long time to kind of grow your channel. So I think that's it. So, but as always, I do really appreciate your support and the kind words. You know, when I started the channel, I didn't think that, you know, little old me would be gaining the subscribers that I have, but now I just appreciate that. So please continue watching. I can continue uploading, and speak to you soon. Cheers.